So hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about how France abolished monarchy, in which we have discussed about how the king went into secret negotiations with king of Persia and how the people themselves raised a war against Persia and Austria. And when the men were not at home, how the political club came into action, and the successful among them was the Jacobin club, whose leader was Maximilian Robespierre. And the members of the Jacobin club used to wear different clothes to show the liberty from the clergy and the nobles. So today's aim is to discuss about the reign of terror, the rise of directory, the role of women, abolition of slavery, and the role of press. So the reign of terror. So period between 1793 and 1794 is referred as reign of terror. So by the word reign of terror, you might be able to guess like it is not a period of terror or a period of uh, मतलब in Hindi we can say that a period of डर का समय. So Robespierre followed a policy of severe control and punishment, and all those who went against him were guillotined. Now guillotine, I will tell you later. Basically, guillotine is a machine. So Robespierre followed a policy of severe control and measure. Means whatever policy or whatever bill he want to pass, that would be implemented. Like what word have been said from his mouth, that implementation what will be there, and anything or anyone who would find that the policies against the people, they were guillotined, because all those who were against him, they were guillotined. So what happened under his regime? So he fixed the prices of the meat and bread. Means the prices of the meat and bread, which were high at the time of Louis XVI, he fixed the prices of meat and bread, and the peasants were forced to transfer the grains to the city. Means if any peasant he do not want to sell his harvest, so that then also you have to sell his transfer to the grains, sell his harvest to the city, because he was forced by the Robespierre policies, and if you would go against him, then he might be guillotined. So instead of, and then second thing, instead of sir and madam, the people were called citizens. Like if we want to call anyone with respect, or if we want to give designation, like in designation we read respected sir or madam. So instead of that, the people at that time were called citizens. So churches were shut down, and in their place barracks were made. Means we know that maximum the people of the third estate were there in the Jacobin club, so they were having a revenge kind of thing, we can say, from the churches, because church used to collect many taxes from them. So for this purpose only, we can say that churches were shut down, and in their place barracks were created, and barracks is a place where all the ammunition of the army is kept. So finally he was convicted on July 1794, because he was so cruel that people again were not happy with him, and finally he was also convicted. Now what is this guillotine? We see guillotine as a machine. Basically you can say this is a guillotine machine, this is a guillotine machine, and this is a knife, this is a knife, and we can see this is a prisoner, anyone who might have gone against Robespierre. So we can see his hands are tied, his hands are tied, and his neck will be passed away from this, so that his head is in this portion and rest of the body is behind it, and after that the rope will be released and this will go down and he will be dead. So it is basically a machine, and this is a sharp thing. This definitely have to be sharp, because it have to cut the neck of the any prisoner or anyone. So it has to be something which is sharp. It might be any blade, or we can say a knife kind of thing. So it is a sharp thing, and basically guillotine is a machine. If anyone has what is guillotine, so guillotine is a machine. So now the next topic is rise of directory. So four of the Jacobin government allow the wealthier middle class to seize power. Now whenever there is any foreign government, like in Myanmar, whenever there is foreign government, so the military is there in power. But we see there is no head in military, like uh, a prime minister is the head of the country. So like in the Myanmar, there is no one who is coming up as a leader of the Myanmar. Like the military is under control in the country. So a new constitution was introduced which denied power to the non-propertied sections. Like a new constitution means a new amendment might be done to the constitution which denied the power to the non-propertied section, means all those who were not having any property under them, certain powers were taken from them. So it provided two elected legislature and then appointed a directory of 5 members. Like instead of uh, getting power in one hand only, like when the power was in the NW16 or maximum Robespierre, the power was in their hand only. So no one could go against them. So for this purpose, the middle class have took out an option. They appointed a legislature which later appointed a directory of 5 members. And this was done to against the concentration of the powers in one hand. So they do not want the power to rest in the hand of one person. So the political instability of the directory gave rise to Napoleon. So rise of Napoleon is something different and it is not on your syllabus. So we will discuss it after some days. So here we can see the directory rule of France. So all this, the point which I mentioned, it's the same points are here only. So the role of the woman. Now, in any revolution, women play an integral role. Like in Indian revolution only, if you want to see that we are having Sarojini Naidu, Savitribai Phule, Rani Lakshmibai. All these are the the faces of the woman revolution. They were not alone. Definitely, they were supported by thousands of women. So the role of woman is very important in bringing any revolution. So from beginning only, women were active member but were suppressed. Women's anywhere are suppressed. If anyone says women in India are only suppressed, it is wrong. Women at in the whole world are suppressed. So women of the third estate and that of the peasants were denied from education. So there also women were not of the lower caste, you can say, of the third estate. They were not given the right to educate themselves, and education was only of the and education was only for the women of the noble and the wealthier section of the third estate. So later the women started to form club. The famous among them was Society of Revolution and the Republican Women. Uh, women of the see here I want to add something, that women of the third state, they were not given any right to educate themselves only, and also they have to marry a person of their father's choice or anyone. Like they were not having the right to marry the person of their choices only. So but on the other hand, the nobles and the wealthiest section of the third state, their girls or their women were given the right to educate themselves and to marry anyone whom they want. But this was not there in the third state. So later women formed a club called Society of Revolution. This what all happened when the men were at the war. So they get time to form club and discuss out the government policies. So women started to form club called, the famous among them was the Society of Revolution and Republican Women. So what was their demand? The demands of the women were to get the same political right like others. Right like others mean like the men. The men were having the right to vote, or the active citizen basically. So when the amendment was there, then also the women did not get any right to vote. So the demand was to get the same political right like others. And after 1792, the creation of the state of school was made compulsory, and women were also given some rights. Means after 1792, uh, the the creation of the school was made compulsory. Like in every state, we can say of the France, the schooling was there, and the schooling of every woman, may it be from the first state, second state, or the third state, or the lowest number of the third state, also women, if they want to get education or they want to like the women were also given some rights mean if they want to take divorce, or if they want to marry someone from their choice, this right was also given to them. And the lady which was the face of the woman revolution in France was Olympe de Gouges. Like, here is the name, and she is the lady. She is the lady, and her name is Olympe de Gouges. And she was famous. She was a feminist, and basically she was a advocate, and she became famous because she gave some rights to. She basically motivated women to stand up for their rights. So this right was called the right of declarations. They were called the basic right of declaration. And here you can read also, woman is born free and remains equal to man, and all these are the rights which are given to women. So this you can read. And because of this only the women revolution started, and in 1792 women were given compulsory education was there. So Olympe de Gouges, their right of declaration created a situation by which through which only we can say that education was made compulsory for women. So our next topic is abolition of slavery. So colonies in Caribbean and San Domingo were suppliers of the tobacco, indigo, sugar, but French workers refused to work there. Like the French colonies means the French colonies in Caribbean or San Domingo, they were the suppliers of the tobacco and indigo, but definitely there would be someone, they need some working to the working members to to work in the fields, but the French worker refused to work there. So to meet the labor's demand, a triangular trade began between Europe, the Europe spelling of Europe is wrong, so I'm sorry, Europe, Africa and America was there. The slave were sailed from the ports of Vortex and Nantex to Africa. This you will learn from the map only. So you can see this is a slave trade which began between France, then Africa, then North America. See, this is a triangular slave trade. So you can see how this trade began. Here is, you can see here is the France. You can see here is France, here is Africa, and here is America. So a triangular slave trade began between these three continents. And from France, if we talk about, we can see here Nantes and Bordeaux. So these two ports were the places where heavily slave trade was done. So the slave was sailed from the ports of Vortex and Nantes to Africa. Like they were sent to Africa to grow tobacco, indigo, and bring them back to Europe, like to bring them back to France. So the National Assembly, definitely it was not right, because the slave were carried, they have to travel so much long distance, and they were very ill treated, and they were not given any right. They were just living like animal like life they were living. So the National Assembly hold long meetings about right of man should extend to all French colonies, but could not pass law by the fear of businessmen. Like the assembly was knowing that it was wrong, so they even hold a long meetings, but they could not pass any law because the fear of businessmen was there. Like businessmen are the we can say the actual controller of the country, because they are the one which provide fund to the government in any crisis. So because of the fear of the businessman, the assembly could not pass any law. But finally slavery was removed from France, but in 1794, but Napoleon reintroduced it. So as you can see, the port of Nantes and Bordeaux where heavily slave trade began, and from France to Africa and then North America, raw cotton was sent. You can see manufactured cotton was from Europe was sent to Africa, and from Africa, enslaved African was sent to America, and all this trade began between these three continents. So last topic is the role of press. An important law that came into effect was the abolition of censorship in 1789. See, if any country needs to progress, and it need to have a free press. So like if not everyone is knowing what is happening in a country, so for that journalism was introduced. So the right of the journalism, the meaning of the journalism, the true meaning of the journalism is to provide unbiased information to everyone. So definitely if the king is in power, so no one can express their views freely. So when the abolition of the censorship was done, so the free speech was made available to all. So now the right of the man included freedom of speech and expression. And then the freedom of press mean opposing the government views. As I've said, freedom of press is there, then everyone is having the right in opposing the government. Like in our country also, freedom is given to the press, so they can oppose the government views or they can like the government views if they think it is correct. So these ideas were discussed when but the ideas were discussed by the people whenever there is a festival. The ideas of the philosophers were discussed, and this created a situation. This changed the mind of the people in developing France into a republic France. So here we end our chapter, and these are the two books. The John Locke, as I have told you earlier, the John Locke two treatises of government, in which he talked about how the power should not rest in one hand, and how the king should not take the all decision, and the spirit of law by Baredon, in which he talked about division of the power in legislative, executive, and judiciary. So this idea was taken from this, and John Locke removing of monarchy. This idea was taken from him. So you will see, if the king was the only head, if leaders were Robespierre might be there, so their ideas would not come as free, and people were also not able to to get the view of their idea. So when these people work, the work of these people also help in creating a revolution, because a revolution is created by changing the mindset of the people, and the mindset of the people could be changed by the educated people, and these educated people could help when they are having a free speech of their own. So this is how whole the French Revolution was done. So at last, don't forget something, that look in the mirror. That's your own competition, I would like to say. Like, your fight is with yourself only. There is no competition beyond you. So remember this, and whenever you feel depressed, look in the mirror. Whenever you feel that there is so much competition, you cannot compete, just look into the mirror and see to whom your actual competition is. So here we end our chapter, the French Revolution. Thank you.